Every single automotive manufacturer has found a way to increase the price of their vehicles at the same time as decreasing the actual quality. It's planned obsolescence. They don't want their vehicles to last forever. They're going to use thinner metal. They're also going to use way more plastic all over the place. Plastic this, plastic that. You're not even going to get an oil dipstick. There's multiple modern vehicles. You can't even check your own oil physically. So it's crazy what's going on. They don't want you to maintain your vehicles. They obviously want you to come into the dealer, spend more money, but at the end, they just want you to buy a new vehicle. That's the whole point. These vehicles are not built to maintain in the long term. They're not built to go a lot of miles. Stop-start technology, cylinder deactivation, and all sorts of stuff that's so annoying to live with, and it doesn't even get much better fuel economy compared to destroying so many engines. Which you would think where if you have to build more engines and do all this stuff and more cars, it would be worse for the environment compared to cylinder deactivation that has destroyed thousands of engines. And it's crazy because every manufacturer, even Toyota, has went in the wrong direction. They're switching to turbos. They're doing everything, especially in the North American market, because they know they can get away with it. It's all payments. Everybody's buying on payments over 80% at these dealerships. So it's whatever they put in front of you, sign the dotted line, $600, $700, $800 a month or even more. Because it's crazy. Any dealership in your local area will have over $100,000 vehicles, from Hyundai Genesis to Ford to Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, or even General Motors dealerships will have $100,000 vehicles sitting outside. So they went completely crazy on these prices, and then at the same time, the quality's going down. And everything is becoming more electronic. It's just all becoming harder to work on, more expensive, but then honestly not built to last. You can just tell. And at the same time, most manufacturers from Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, General Motors, and even Toyota is telling you can go longer than 5,000 miles for your oil changes. Most people would highly disagree with that because you got to think about it. Oil is not that expensive compared to a new engine. And if you're wanting to keep this for a long time, especially a turbocharged 4-cylinder doing 10,000 mile oil changes, that's what Toyota recommends. If you call your local Toyota dealership, most likely most of them say that. So it's really not a smart idea. Be careful with these modern vehicles. They don't even want you to maintain them properly. Because again, it's all to get you to come buy a new vehicle. It's buy a new one, buy a new one, buy a new one. Matter of fact, they don't even want you to buy it. Just go ahead and lease it. That's what they want you to do. Auto start and stop is one of the most annoying features, and the fact that it was mandated and all this stuff, it's like, what in the world is going on? It is obviously a feature that will affect long-term reliability, but most just turn it off as soon as they get in the car, but they have to keep doing it over and over. It's just annoying. So as planned obsolescence becomes the norm, it's like, I don't even want to buy new vehicles. That's what I'm hearing so many people saying. They're just going to keep the vehicle they have for as long as they can. They will replace the whole engine and transmission, some of them are saying, before they buy a new vehicle. And if they are in the market, they're just not going to buy a new one. They're going to find something used that's actually worth buying. I mean, you'll see old 2,500, 3,500 Chevy Silverados going for 300,000, 400,000 miles. The new ones are breaking down left and right, transmission issues and all this stuff. And it's because these companies are building the vehicles as cheap as they can, manufacturing parts wherever they can to build them as cheap as they can, putting whatever name they want on it just to say it's a good vehicle, but it's really not. Most of them are built like crap. I mean, look at the 4Runner situation, the old generation to the new one. A lot of people ask, what vehicle should I get? Well, I drive a 5th gen 4Runner. It's super reliable. It has a super reliable V6. It was built at a different time. When Toyota designed and built that vehicle, completely different mindset to where they're building it today. That's basically a 15-year-old vehicle that you could have bought in 2024 brand new. But now they redesigned it. Now they switched from a turbo. They're using thinner metal. They're using way more plastic. The vehicle is definitely not the same. Most would agree. But it's a different time. Manufacturers, when they build these vehicles now, they're not thinking about that. They can't build them to last forever because simply people will stop buying these vehicles. And in the United States, we haven't had the real growth in the new car sales. It's been the same. I mean, we sold more in 2016 than we did in 2024. So with more drivers on the road, less are choosing to go new because simply are getting priced out of the market. They know the reliability's not there. You're going to buy a new car and then have to take it into the shop and get it towed and all this stuff. What's the point of that? So more people are choosing to go ahead and keep their cars and go a different direction. But let me know what you think. Maybe you think these modern vehicles with auto start and stop and cylinder deactivation and 4-cylinder turbocharged engine is going to last hundreds of thousands of miles. Most likely not, especially with how most people maintain. But most people don't even keep their cars anyways. But if you want to, the new ones are not the way to go. A lot of times, the older vehicle has better quality and probably will last longer because it's just designed different and it's not going to have a turbo, it's not going to be a hybrid, it's not going to be this and that just won't last. It probably won't have cylinder deactivation and auto start and stop, all this stuff that simply is not designed for long-term reliability. It increases the complexity of the vehicle dramatically, so when something does go wrong, because there's one thing for sure, any vehicle, something always goes wrong, but when something goes wrong with the newer vehicle, it's going to be harder and cost a whole lot more money to fix it. But let me know what you think. Have a great day and stay blessed.